Hello and welcome. I'm Dave. Saturday in the NBA. It'll be the Chicago Bulls facing off against the Boston Celtics. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
And there, the Celtics earlier, getting set to play. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Okay, first for the Bulls. And for the Celtics.
Well, I tell you what, you consider all the injuries the Bulls had last year, and you look at the 34-18 mark against the Eastern Conference, and it's absolutely remarkable considering what they had to go through personnel-wise.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. Number 42. And makes it. Astonishing.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Passes it to Washington. Off target from outside. They set the pick. Number 33. And it's blocked. Washington passes to Pierce. He's covered by Armstrong. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Cheney. Here's Fortson. And that one's drained from the low block.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's Armstrong. The pass to Benjamin. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He said, we've been playing some of our best basketball on offense of late, and continued, not a lot of mistakes, guys going to where they should be, setting good solid screens. Really, I can't ask for much more from them on the offensive end. Obviously, something he hopes can keep going here.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And getting good shots, guys, creating those quality opportunities is something Coach hopes to see here early on.
You know, Kevin, I think he worries sometimes that his guys play too much individual one-on-one basketball. I think he really wants the focus to be on team execution today.
And that's where it always should be, Kevin. And Steve, hero ball doesn't usually end up allowing you to be successful, so let's see if his message got across.
And Boston has possession following the three-point attempt by Elton Brand. Back to Pierce. Pass to Washington. Nice ball movement by Boston. He dishes it to Pierce. Fades back. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Puts it up from 12. And Pierce pulls it down. Boston leading by 3. Here's Washington. And another basket for Boston. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Number 42. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 5.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Washington, he's covered by Armstrong. Six on the shot clock. Here's Cheney. Up again. Slams it home for the putback.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
That's exactly what he's capable of, guys. So strong.
Armstrong with it. Defended by Washington. Pass to Benjamin. 16 feet away. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It's Pierce with the drive. Here's Washington. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And back to the Bulls in the East. It wasn't just one guy who stepped in the shoes of Rose or the departed Ashik. It was a group effort.
You know, you looked at the roster last year, you kind of scratch your head. You go, how is this team going to get to the second round without Derrick Rose? But they did it with a group of role players, with a front line that was tough and nasty and rebounded well, and with great coaching, too.
Bulls trail by 7. And here's Armstrong. Right side Artest. The dish to Armstrong. Back to Artest. Just 5 to shoot. Williams with the block. Now here's Walker. Pierce gets the screen from Washington. And Walker backs down. Post shot. Here's Artest. Now Armstrong. There's the pick. There's the triple. That drops. Artest's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those. You know, you think of what a typical Eastern Conference team plays like, and you often think of the Celtics. I mean, they like to slow it up. They'll play hard D and take their fouls when they can. Still, the Celtics last year were just average when it came to playing the rest of the conference.
The Celtics have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Pierce. He passes to Washington. Lots of room. Nice touch on the bank shot. He's got 6. Well, and back to the Celtics, even as you said, Clark, they do all the things most Eastern Conference teams do well. They just couldn't keep it together, Steve, to finish far above 500 in the East.
Well, losing Rondo was a huge part of it, as they had to adjust their entire offense midway through the season. And I think a lot of it, too, is, you know, the rest of the East has caught up to them, and time is finally catching up to them.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Celtics leading by 4. Anderson outside. Kicks it to Griffin. Pass to Walker. Dishes to Anderson. 5 to shoot. Anderson right side. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Celtics lead by 6. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Here's Hawkins. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
He kicks it to Walker. Purdue with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
A look from Artest. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Artest's got 7. They can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they need to play it smart. Make sure you get a good shot first, and then maybe a second possession.
Walker against Artest. Walker dishes to Griffin. Clock at 6. A floater, and it's sent back by Purdue. Number 12, defended by Griffin, shoots a fader. Another one falls for Chicago.
He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
There's Walker with the... Oh, he hits the buzzer beater!
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye 3 as the buzzer...
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
And Anderson kicks to Walker. He feeds it to Griffin. There's the pass to Anderson. Left side Anderson from the baseline. Chicago grabs the miss. It's stolen. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Gentlemen, there is no doubt that Tim Duncan is one of the all-time great NBA big men, but his celebrity has never matched his talent. His guarded personality may have something to do with that. Duncan said, quote, "I'm not an extrovert. People try to be bigger than the game, to make themselves an individual brand. I'm not that guy. I love playing basketball, and that's what I want to do. I don't need the extra stuff." Guys, knowledge of self, so important.
Sure is. Thanks, Doris. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And you see a player have to come out of the game like this. I mean, you just hope for the best.
That's exactly right. You do hope for the best. You cross your fingers, say a prayer, and hope it's nothing major. We'll see what the update is here shortly.
Griffin passes to Anderson. There's a screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Number 12, defended by Anderson. Passes it to Purdue. Puts it up from 12. Shot is no good. Boston leading by 5.
Well, you know, last season I think officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full cycle.
The Bulls shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Number 12 uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but, you know, not like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era, with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner very close to another, but it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Puts up the baby hook. A nice shot by Simpkins. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead. The Celtics have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He had some bad news to pass on as he said the injury looks to be a severely sprained ankle. We're starting to get into the grinding part of the season, and it has to be a real blow to this team to lose a player like him at a time like this.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
Well, knowing him, Kevin, I'll bet he can put it behind him as quickly as possible.
Let's hope so, Steve. I know everybody's looking forward to seeing him back out there.
Elton Brand's checked in for the Bulls. That's good. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Hawkins. He passes to Benjamin. Just 5 on the clock. No good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Anderson outside. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound Celtics. Goes back up. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
How about the work on the offensive glass to this point, guys?
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, the Bulls battled in last year's postseason. Got a Game 7 win in Brooklyn to sneak out of round 1 in what was one of the more interesting series of the first round, but then fell to the Heat in round 2.
Number 33, defended by Griffin. Here's Armstrong. Offline with his 3. And for the Bulls, no Rose the whole time, and they had questions constantly being asked if he would return, but the team came together, Steve, and showed the Bulls aren't just a one-man show.
You know, they missed him, though, Kevin. I mean, desperately. I thought they performed admirably, but they really needed him against the Heat. They were able to steal Game 1 in that Eastern Conference semifinal matchup, but without him, the Bulls just didn't have enough firepower to beat Miami.
And the Bulls making a change here. Here's the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
He's a bruiser, Kevin. I mean, that's the main thing that jumps out at me. The size and the strength, the intensity that he brings. You can always count on him, especially in the paint. He's going to bring that muscle.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside.
And he makes the first.
Guys, the Celtics went from being a powerhouse in the East and middle of the pack last season, but they still protected their home court as well as anybody. Easy to find inspiration here with the parquet floor under your shoes and the banners hanging over top.
Walker's checked in for Boston. He hits both from the stripe. You do have to love the parquet floor here, as you said, Clark. Pride certainly a factor last season, as the Celtics were able to finish, Steve, with a 27-13 record here at their home.
And even though the Celtics would end up just as the 7th seed in the East, you knew they would control their home floor just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
Celtics leading by 3. Outside Pierce. And there's the feed to Walker. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Armstrong, defended by Washington. And it's Artest missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Feeds it to Williams. Walker, back to Williams. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. Here's Patopico, and it's off the back rim, no good.
You'd expect him to nail that one being that close to the hoop.
Outside Artest. It's good. This game is all even. Artest's got 10.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Washington passes to Walker. And the pass to Washington. He dishes it to Williams. Fades and shoots. Gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 2.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Armstrong dishes to Artest. And Pierce over to help. Number 42. Rebound Boston. Pierce has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes to Washington. The dish to Walker. Backs him down. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Kicks to Armstrong. Pass to Artest. Shoots it. Rejected by Pierce. And he gets it back to the paint. Wow. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Williams. The layup off target.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
That is good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Outside Pierce. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Outside Pierce. Another shot. Oh, that's blocked. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Three-pointer. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise under pressure?
Well,
unbelievable.
Guys, he got himself into as good a position as he could before he pulled the trigger. What a play.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Celtics lead by 2. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And welcome to halftime. We got a close game right now out in Boston.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. You have to like what we're seeing from Artest.
Play created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. That one is on Brand. For Boston, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
Guys, how about the Bulls being able to nab the 5th seed in the East last season, in large part due to how they were able to play on the road. Of course, when you play tough, solid defense like they do, it makes it easier to be competitive and string together road wins.
Now the pass to Benjamin. 6 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. No good. Boston leading by 5. Here's the pass to Washington. Back to Pierce. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Armstrong, defended by Washington. Shoots, drops in the short one. 9 points in the game so far. And for the Bulls, defense is one of the few things in the NBA that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why they had the success they had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff.
Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
McCarty defended by Simpkins. Dishes to Pierce. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
He kicks it to Armstrong. He passes it to Benjamin. Number 42. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
The Celtics with the lead. He feeds it to Pierce. Baseline J on the way. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The feed to Armstrong. Shot from 12. Shot denied. Celtics leading by 4. It's Pierce on the wing. McCarty defended by Simpkins. Passes it to Washington. Back to Pierce. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Number 33, Pierce covering. Number 42, and Boston with the rebound. Pierce has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The shot misses. Excellent D from Benjamin. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The high post shot. Simpkins. It's good on the putback. 6 points for him.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. He really took advantage.
Number 33, Pierce covering Armstrong. Another three for Chicago.
Well, there's plenty to like about him as a player, but, you know, one thing that really stands out is the quick trigger. He can catch the ball in space, defenders all over him, but, you know, in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
Here's Pierce. Gets it to go. Pierce has got 12.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, it's always strange to see how a team will react when they lose one of their biggest stars. Last season, the Celtics were thought to be dead in the water when Rondo tore his ACL, but they actually rallied and went on the winning streak after the injury.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Knocked away. Stolen by Pierce. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Hawkins. Anderson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Battie. And it's Chicago with the rebound. He's got a clear path. Drops in the breakaway layup. Artest's got 12 points in the game. 1:58 left to play here in the third. Well, Clark, as you said, with Rondo and the Celtics, they would go on to win the next 7 right after his injury. And overall, Steve played better than expected the rest of the way.
Sometimes that's the way these things go, Kevin. A star player goes down, everybody else kind of steps up, and instead of feeling sorry for themselves, they use it as a rallying cry. And all those role players for Boston really picked up the extra slack, and I thought they made a great push to end that season after the Rondo injury.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Hawkins with it. 4 on the shot clock. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Pierce. Celtics leading by 3. Anderson outside. Pierce back to Anderson. Outside Williams. Here's the 3. No good. Bulls trail by 3.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one too.
And the wing jumper offline.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Back to Pierce. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Eldon Brand's checked in for Purdue. That's good from Pierce. Chicago's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Washington's checked in for the Celtics. The Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Well, this is an area of concern for this club. They only shot 71% from the line last year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
There's the pick. Anderson in the post. Tries again. Misses at the rim. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Boston. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Number 42. Nice shot from 10 feet out. So it's Boston now. It's a one-point game. And here's Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cheney. Takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Celtics lead by 3.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Armstrong gets the bucket. Now here's Griffin. Pass to Washington. Potapico defended by Simpkins. 11 feet out and he hits it. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Armstrong, defended by Washington. Number 42. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Grant has been putting up some big numbers. 16 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
That free throw, no good. Hawkins checked in for Chicago. He hits the second from the line.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might hurt. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Potapico defended by Simpkins. The rebound by Simpkins. Chicago trailing here. Hawkins kicks to Armstrong to tie it up. Rejected by Pierce. Chain defended by Simpkins. Washington count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Armstrong with it. Now guarded by Washington. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Bulls making a change here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Feeds it to Williams. He dishes it to Pierce. Working down low. And it's blocked by Purdue. Here is Armstrong. It's Hawkins on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's good, and there's a block called on the play. He'll get 1 free throw.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
Eldon Brand's checked in for Purdue. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pierce, the pass to Washington. Back to Pierce. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That one is on Brand.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Pierce. He has 15 points and 2 rejections. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
No, they have no answer for him at this point.
That's good from Pierce. The Bulls making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Number 33, Pierce covering. 6 to shoot. Number 42 nails the baby hook. 19 points in the game.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
Pierce kicks to Williams. The pass to Washington. Back to Williams. On the wing, Scott. Outside, Pierce. Shoots from 12. The shot is good off the backboard. Pierce has got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Passes it to Benjamin. Number 42, again Chicago.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
All right, Doris, thanks. So it's Boston now. They lead by 1. Washington passes to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Williams.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, and to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Williams double team. Here's Fortson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 3.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Now the dish to Armstrong. He passes to Benjamin. Number 42. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 25 points in the game.
You know, offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They've got to keep riding him.
Kicks it to Pierce. Backing him down. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the Celtics making a change here. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Well, a semi-productive trip to the line in the end, but we'll see how costly that miss is.
Armstrong with it, now guarded by Washington. Number 33. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Outside Pierce. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That's nice work at the line, Kevin. You know, in a game this close, you have to cash in on your free throw opportunities.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 4. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. .127 left in the game. Armstrong passes to Benjamin. Number 42. Cannot hit. So the Celtics will take it the other way. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Five on the clock. Number 33. It's in! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Fortson. Off target. That was a little heat check. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by one. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
No need to rush things, although I think you do want to get a shot off in time to the point where if you miss it, you got a shot on an offensive rebound.
Well, if you got a play in your quiver that gets you a good shot, one you've been saving all game, now's the time to use it.
For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. To take the lead. Oh, missed it.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no question, the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
He doesn't hit the first, and that way is the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. For the win.
Oh, buzzer, knock it down. Right at the horn.
Oh, I do not believe my eyes. How in the world can the game end on a shot like that?
I tell you what, nothing's going to top that. Now I've seen it all.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Elton Brand.